How's it going, boys? Johnny Superb Man here, and it's time for another EA Sports Career Player Ratings video. And this time, we are going to take a look at the fourth best playmaker of all time. He's a gold medalist, he's a Stanley Cup winner, and he's even had a shot named after him that's still used today, the great Super Swede, Peter Forsberg. To get us started, we have to go all the way back to NHL 96. Peter Forsberg, 76 overall, and he's already been traded to Quebec. And if you guys remember that blockbuster deal, Forsberg and a bunch of assets to Philadelphia in exchange for Eric Lindros. Philly gets the big E, no Stanley Cups. Quebec City turns themselves into the Colorado Avalanche. They get Forsberg, they get all of these assets, and for NHL 97, they get to the Stanley Cup final, and they end up beating John Ben Beesbrook and the Florida Panthers in a 4-game sweep. For NHL 98, Peter Forsberg entered the game with a rating of 90 overall, and I absolutely agree. He was well on his way to becoming that elite playmaker that we all remember. And how could he not? Look at the players that he's playing with. Guys like Joe Sakic, Adam Foote, Rob Blake, Patrick Waugh between the pipes. This era in Colorado really was the golden age of Avalanche hockey, and it continued. NHL 99 with Eric Lindros on the cover. But Peter Forsberg, 96 overall, just a stud. Oh, look at these graphics, though. So bad. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Forehand spinorama, picks up his own rebound and buries it. Assisted from Lefebvre and Clem. My God. I never thought hockey games looked this bad. How the hell did I play that back in the day? NHL 2000, though, here's my baby. He continues to get better. 99 overall. Just a tank out there. Point per game, assists everywhere. He's out there with Milan Hajduk and Claude Lemieux. What the fuck? What was the goalie doing there? Did you see the LA? Who's the LA goaltender? Oh, man, you know what? NHL 2000, I'm going to take a stab. I'm going to take a stab and say Dan Cloutier, lying on his side like a goofball. NHL 2001, sadly, would be the beginning of the end for Peter Forsberg. Not because he wasn't good enough, he was still a fantastic player. He was still in his 20s, and the Colorado Avalanche even won a Stanley Cup in the year 2000-2001. But the injuries just kept on piling up, and even though he finished the regular season, he could only play 11 games during the playoffs before needing time off. And on top of that, he decided he was going to take the regular season off for the upcoming year. So for NHL 2002, with Mario Lemieux on the cover, friggin' Peter Forsberg was just chilling in Sweden. He did, however, come back for their playoff run, where in 20 games, he scored 27 points, showing the world that he still had it. But if you remember Patrick Waugh and his Statue of Liberty play, the Detroit Red Wings ended up beating them in the Western Conference Final that year. NHL 2003, and Peter Forsberg receives an upgrade. Even though he missed out on every single regular season game in the previous year, 27 points in 20 playoff games, I guess, is enough to turn anyone into a believer, right? And man, were they right. After that year he took off, he came back with a force. 75 games played, 29 goals, 77 assists for 106 points. It would be Peter's last great season in Colorado. NHL 2004, and Peter Forsberg gets another increase, up to 97 overall. I guess I can't argue. He just came off a 106-point season. But this year, the last year before the lockout, he would only play 39 games for Colorado. The injuries were just too much. But fun fact, in those 39 games, 55 points. He was still a stud. He just couldn't stay healthy. It was so frustrating. NHL 2005 with Marcus Naslund on the cover, and Peter Forsberg goes down by 2 points. Those injuries just keep killing him. This was also the lockout year. Peter Forsberg took his talents back home to Sweden to play for Modo. An interesting fact here. On Modo, he played 33 games that season, only recorded 39 points. The year before that with Colorado, 39 games played, recorded 55 points. He's a super Swede who plays better in America. NHL 06, and hockey is back. His overall is still 95, but we got a new team. He returns to the team that drafted him, the Philadelphia Flyers. And during the season, the injuries were still there. He only played 60 games, but his playmaking abilities did not go anywhere. 56 assists, 75 points in 60 games played. Unbelievable.
It's always exciting to watch, but here's a prime example of him performing some of his magic. What a goal!
NHL 07, the skill stick has been introduced. Peter Forsberg, 94 overall, 33 years of age. He started the year on the Philadelphia Flyers before being traded to the Nashville Predators. Between the two teams, he played 57 games that year, and he had 55 points. NHL 08, and Peter Forsberg is still in the 90s. 93 overall, 34 years of age. I think that's being a little bit too generous there, EA Sports. After his trip to Philadelphia and Nashville, he would return to the Colorado Avalanche, but sadly only play 9 games that season. He was still fantastic, though. 14 points.
Oh, what a rocket-propelled puck. And from that range, he wasn't going to miss.
Lyle's got great attention.
NHL 2009, and Peter Forsberg continues to go up. I don't know what to make of this. I'm on the fence. On the one hand, when he plays, he is a stud. He does play like that 90-plus overall player, point per game, that lethal playmaker, right? But the previous season, he only played 9 games with the Colorado Avalanche. At what point do the injuries start to take away from your individual stats? Such a weird player. If only he did not get injured. He had to go back to Sweden to play with Modo for the 2008-2009 season, and he only played 3 games, but he was point per game still, 3 points. Finally, we see a big drop-off for Peter Forsberg. 36 years of age, NHL 10. He drops down 11 points to 84 overall, and he's in his second season over with Modo with Sweden. He played more than 3 games this time. He actually managed to log 23 games, and do you think he was point per game? You bet your ass he was. 23 games played, 30 points. And the last EA Sports hockey game that Peter Forsberg appeared in, NHL 11, where he's 37 years of age and he's dropped down to a 73 overall. That's rough. But the good news is that he's back with his Colorado Avalanche. He signed a contract there in 2010-2011. He gave it a shot, played 2 games, but was unable to stay point per game, getting no points in those 2 games, and decided to call it a career. And what a career it was. But I kind of feel sorry for the guy. I mean, how much more could he have accomplished if he was able to give us 15 years plus of healthy hockey? I don't know why I'm feeling bad for the guy. He's got 2 Stanley Cups, gold medals. He's a millionaire, right? But I always refer to Matt Sundin as the greatest Swedish-born forward of all time. But when you look at Peter Forsberg's numbers, it's incredible. I don't know, Matt, so I think I got to go with Peter Forsberg here. You did the numbers great, but Forsberg's point per game and assist per game numbers, especially that assist per game numbers, there's only 3 better players in that category. Gretzky, Lemieux, Bobby Orr. Next is Forsberg. That says it all right there. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Peter Forsberg, the Super Swede, a legend. Hey guys, Johnny here, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and make sure notifications are on so you don't miss out on any new content. You can also swing by our website, which has forums and a live chat. That, along with Twitter, allows us to play with our subscribers in our GTA lobbies or the 24/7 open Minecraft server, where you can build with others or play in one of the many games across Superbia. Our Patreon account helps us support our website and the Minecraft server, and we also live stream on Twitch, where I take days off my life for your entertainment. Sonny Gray, get out of it. You stupid pieces of shit! I should have gone with Jose for Fernandez! Oh my God, pitching change. Fernandez, get your ass in there. Oh, I swear to God, baseball God just decided to all over me. Grand slam, oh yeah. Make me miss the playoffs with a first-ranked team. Year 2, 30 games above 500, no divisional win, trip to the wild card. First inning.